In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to install an OEM Fiat Ducato phone or tablet holder. The first step we need to do is remove the stock radio. And to do that, there are 4 holes in the radio where you can install a special tool, or some people have even seen online, you will use a wire coat hanger. And you basically push them in, and that will release 4 internal clips. Then you can either just pry the radio out, or as you can see here, I'm using a pry tool to carefully move the radio away from the rest of the dash, and it will simply pull out. We don't need to remove it completely. We can simply just allow it to sit on the climate controls beneath while we do the work that we need to do. The next step is 2 screws that are holding the stock clipboard in place. They are a Torx 20 bit, and there are 2 metal clips that are holding the screws in place. So once they are removed, you will need to use a pair of pliers to remove them. After the 2 screws are removed, we can use that pry tool again to just pop up the stock piece, and it should just pull straight out. And here's the part number for the new part. I just picked it up off of eBay. However, you could go with any online retailer from the UK or Europe. The next step is to remove 2 screws that are holding on the centerpiece dash to the rest of the dash. We're going to be reusing those screws, but they're not going to be installed in the same holes. We're going to be installing them in the holes directly below where they're currently installed, and we'll be taking off the factory metal clip that is installed on the clipboard and reuse them and install them in those 2 holes. So we're going to take them off of that factory piece. You can just use your fingers and just pry them off. And we're going to be installing them carefully so we don't drop them in those slots for the 2 holes that were below. You can see I've already installed the one on the right, and now I'm just putting the one on the left. And what these clips are going to do is give us a place for those screws to screw into something. So now we need to open the OEM phone holder to access the 2 holes that we're going to be installing the screws through. So we can just drop it into place, and it'll just sit perfectly in there because it is a factory piece. And we're going to install, again, those are T20 Torx 20 bits, and get those installed. And the final step is going to be installing the 2 screws that we removed earlier. The new piece will have those metal clips already pre-installed, so you shouldn't have to get any of those metal clips. They should be already pre-installed. If by chance they're not, you can pick up those clips from a Ram dealer parts department. And then once those are installed, we're simply going to reinstall the radio. And you just got to line it up and apply a little bit of force, and it should just pop right back into place. And here's our final product. We simply pull up on the back and release the lever, and that will release the feet on the bottom and the arm on the top. And it is adjustable, so you could use any size phone or tablet. I'm going to be using it with my cell phone, but I'm using that right now to record the video. So I'll show you in just a second an iPad mini that can be installed, but there's definitely plenty of room that you could probably even install a full-size iPad. An iPad Pro might be pushing it a little bit, but a regular size iPad that most people have should work in there just fine. And one concern that my wife did have with this installation would be blocking the windshield while driving, but as you can see in this clip, it does rise a little bit from the dash, but not enough to really block much of your view while driving. So thanks a lot for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thanks.